Hello, I'm Michael Stone.
Where are you from?
I'm from Hoedspruit.
And how long have you been doing bushwalks? How long have you been a lead guide?
We've been guiding for about 10 years and we sort of started walking. So that was almost the very first thing we did. And started actually a lot of walking in Crocodile Bridge, and now we've moved up to the north.
What's your favorite thing about walking?
I love tracks and signs. Anything on the ground, footprint, any sign of activity, I just love to try and work out what happened and why. Wow. So we've seen some really
You like the treasure hunt part of it?
That's it, you know, to see, it's reading yesterday's newspaper.
Wow.
What animal, which direction, why, what was it doing, lots and lots of information.
All right. What are we going to be doing tonight and tomorrow morning?
Well, this afternoon, we've got two groups. So one group's going to go for a walk, one's going to go for a drive, and then we're going to be sleeping in the bush. We've got very comfortable. It's sort of not paved, but it's sand. And
are there fences?
No. I'm not sure how to break this. You know, there are no fences. The elephants walk past. Lions circled us one night.
Is it safe? How would you describe it to people if they asked, is it safe?
Yes, well, it's two people will be standing guard and they'll be watching, and say if they see anything, they'll say, Michael, come and have a look. So normally if they wake me up for a hyena, that's a punishable offence, because a hyena's not dangerous with people that are awake. But if it's a lion, well, then we do what we need to do. So we got woken up once and a person said, there's a lion. I said, call me when there are more. One's not enough. And when he got to 8, I jumped out of bed, and there were actually 15. So 15, and they were circled us. It was a wonderful experience.
I'm Kim.
Kim, where are you from in South Africa? Or are you from South Africa?
Yes, I am. I came originally from Johannesburg, and then I've spent several years, 25 years in Cape Town, and then decided to come and live in the bush in Hoedspruit.
Amazing. Yeah. What are we doing this evening?
So this evening we're going to go for a drive on Pridelands Conservancy, which is open to the Greater Kruger National Park, and we're going to go and see what we can see. We often see elephants there. It does have the big 5, but because there are no fences, it's open to Kruger, so we just go and see what we can see. But it's run by Eco Training, so it's where the guides train, and they've got their camp there. So we're just going to take a drive around, and then the whole idea is after the drive, we're going to have a nice sleepover and bush dinner. You're higher than me, so you might see something, and let's just go for a drive. And rhinos? Rhinos, sometimes. I haven't seen here for a while.
Wow, they're like jumping here next to Ladies and gents, we are waiting in the lock for some lions. These are the lions that we were looking at earlier, but they have now moved, and apparently they are busy hunting some impala. So let's see if we get to see these lions. Kim sees the lions.
I saw him, and he said he thinks they're coming to the dam. So I'm just...
Take a stand by there. Now moving.
We're waiting in the queue.
Potatoes and pumpkins. Yeah, pumpkins. We've got milk tart.
Wow.
And cook sisters.
Wow.
And marshmallows on the fire.
Wow. That's amazing. You guys got all out, eh?
So I don't think anyone will be hungry.
No. So some of the noises you might hear. That is a leopard. And it sounds like sawing wood. So if you hear someone sawing wood, don't come and say, Michael, I hear someone sawing wood. because it's a leopard. Okay, it's not someone. So there's no one here at 1 o'clock in the morning. So good. If you hear that, then just point the torch and see if you can see it. Don't wake me up, because if you wake us all up, it'll run away. So you've got the best chance of seeing it if you don't wake us up. Okay, if it's a lion, the noise you're going to hear. And count those sounds. When you count them. If you get to 14, it's close. Okay. Don't wake us up until you can see it. Okay.
But that's
Just
what
enjoy-
they did last time.
No,
And
well,
we know
yeah,
how
but
that story
they
ended.
no, but they wake me up for one. I'm like, really. Anyways, so if you hear or see a lion, please wake us up immediately. Okay. If it's a hyena and you wake me up, you're going to pay a fine. You're going to wash dishes tomorrow. Don't wake me up for a hyena.
So you just quickly go like this and then you shy around and you're just looking for eyes or face.
Yeah, mainly for us.
That means you're good. And then you just sit, enjoy the silence, and then
Yeah.
if you hear something, you shy. And then if you didn't hear anything, every 5-10 minutes, you're doing that again.
Heaven. Nice. Good morning, ladies and gents. So what a beautiful evening it was. I was up since 3 a.m. all the way until now, of course, obviously. I went to bed at 10, but there were hyenas here. We heard impalas shouting, so there must have been leopard. We heard elephants breaking trees. It was a really beautiful evening. But one thing I must warn you, if you come in winter and you want to sleep out, it is cold, really cold. There's a lot of condensation and dew that forms on your sleeping bag and on top of your bed. So you've got to wrap yourself really nicely and be able to be comfortable. Still worthwhile experience. The standout was the silence, the stars, like people saw shooting stars. It was really, really, really amazing. And I can almost guarantee every single sleep out will be different because it depends on the moon phases, it depends on how cold or warm it is, and what you see, of course, what you see. So we're about to go on a bushwalk now. Let's go and show you what we find on our bushwalk. Bushwalks are about the small things, not the big things. It's about seeing the finer details, appreciating tracks and signs and plants and all of that stuff. So let's go. 3, 2, 1.
Do not run. That elephant that I had to shoot, it was because someone ran. That's why I had to shoot it. Do not run. Listen to instructions. Stay behind the rifle. If I point this, where's the safest place? Behind me. Is that an instruction? So I've already given the first instruction. Stay behind the rifle. So if something dangerous happens, I won't say get behind the rifle. You know, I've already told you that. If I tell you to run, will you run? That's an instruction. Okay. So every situation is different. Sometimes I've got a chance to tell you, sometimes I haven't. But if I say run, it's not run back to the car or run home to Belgium. It's like run, just get behind that tree stump over there. And normally when we have something, just to get behind something is quite a good idea. If it's an elephant, I prefer to go right into the open, stand in the open, because for me that works well with elephants. And the way you communicate with me, if it's an animal that wants to do us bodily harm, you don't have to do that. Then you can shout, elephant, hippo, rhino, buffalo, and point from where it's coming. Okay, if it's coming at speed, now don't forget, we don't always see everything. And sometimes an animal moves and you see it and we don't. If that happens, please let us know immediately. Just tell us, because we're looking at all sorts of stuff, and so we don't always see stuff. But in between the wood and the bark, that's what the elephant wants to eat. And look how much of the bark he took off, eh? Even little pieces there, little pieces there. So this middle piece here, that's the cadmium layer, that's where the food is. So that's what the elephant wants to eat. Get nice and inside there. There we go. There. No, came.
I know.
I don't know if I'm gonna. Are you actually drinking it?
Yeah.
What does it taste like? There we go. Oh, bear scroll, here we go. Oh, nearly. There we go. Oh, we missed a little bit.
Tastes like sand, tastes like grass,
Oh.
but it smells like elephant. No
Okay.
swearing on the channel. Wow. That's the first.
Now, if you close your eyes, listen carefully. What does it sound like? Close your eyes, listen carefully. Apple leaf, yeah. The interesting thing is people call this an apple leaf because of the sound it makes, but actually the leaf looks like an apple leaf. So the leaf looks exactly the same as an apple tree. Now, very similar to an apple tree. Elephants love eating these trees.
Who are you and where are you from?
Okay, I'm Lauren and I'm from France.
How long have you been in South Africa?
More than 6 years now.
And what do you do? What's your work?
I'm dealing with the tourism industry of Nourish, and Nourish is an NPO. So I'm trying to connect the tourism industry with the community for working with conservation.
What do you think is the value of bringing people on experiences such as this?
I mean, tourism, it's a huge industry in South Africa, and it's the reality. People want to come and visit, and so if we're giving them the opportunity to do a thing as we did tonight, or last night and today, sleep out and bushwalk, having a better understanding of the reality of South Africa, what can it be, and that's part of, yeah, just also having a better understanding of themselves and the bigger picture, and potentially that can be an option for them also for their future and a career or something, just open-minded or anything, just giving them the opportunity to think and grow.
What do you think is the value of a nature experience? Like one or two things that come to mind? Like,
Personal experience. For me, like, especially for international people from Europe who are so into the society and internet and social media, they kind of forgot about the bigger picture. And for them to come in South Africa and experience this is just, they have time to actually think about themselves and to find themselves and to learn what they actually really want to become and to do. Thank you very much for watching, and then yeah, we are waiting for you here.